Hello, and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. Seven of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition walkthrough, and we will be doing the main mission, Noveria. Storyline wise, Liara is a good character to bring as this mission deals with her mother, and Rex because of his racist connection as well. Noveria is in the Horsehead Nebula. Before we go to the pack system, there's two more systems to explore. I like to keep main mission clusters separate from doing all the side quests, just so I can keep track on what systems I've explored. Go to the Fortuna system and land on the planet Amaranthine to finish the hostile takeover quest and talk to Helena Blake. There is a couple of options you can do. You can accept the rewards and let her continue her criminal organization. Picking this option, she will merge into Araya Talok's organization in Mass Effect 2. You can try to arrest her, and then you will have to kill all the members of the gang. Or you can charm or intimidate her into disbanding her organization, and she will become a social worker in Mass Effect 2.
Hello again.
Let's get moving.
In the Strenus system, this is where you do the Privateers side quest, a quest picked up from the Citadel. Scan the unknown, which is the MSV Majesty, and then you can land on the planet Zavin. Here, at the main base, you will face some tough mercenaries and then find Captain William's body.
Hold the line! To me.
Redeploying.
Regroup. I will destroy you. Took him out.
Go to the pack system and land on Noveria. Head through the linear path to the main building. You will have some dialogue with security and a woman named Parsini in the reception area. Once down the elevator, there's a Hanar shopkeeper. It sells a Medigel upgrade and a license. It also has a side quest to pick up smuggling goods, which is the beginning of the area where you got dropped off by the Normandy. There is a variety of ways to complete this quest. You can do it the way that I did and pick up the package and return it to the Hanar. And you can use Charm or Intimidate to get better rewards. You can sell the package directly to the buyer, a Krogan called Inamorda. He can be found in the hotel area on the second floor. You can use Charm or Intimidate to get more credits. You can hand the package to Administrator Accumalete, and he will give you a garage pass, and you can continue on to the main quest, Peak 15. And finally, you can tell the Hanar you are keeping the package for yourself, and you will be attacked by Inamorda later on in the mission.
I am sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Enjoy your stay.
Watchers warned us about you. I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets.
Your main objective is to get a garage pass to leave Port Hanshan, so you can make your way to Peak 15. We are doing this the Paragon way, and that's helping Parsini with the corrupted administrator. You can get a garage pass from the Hanar smuggling package, or you can get it by screwing Parsini over. Head down the stairs and to the left hand side, speak to Parsini again, and then go through and speak to the administrator. Then speak to Parsini again.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
More questions
Good.
at this.
I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
Head back up the stairs and head to the right hand side. It's labelled Hotel on your map. When you use the elevator, on the left there is an Asari who has a side quest called Espionage. Declining the quest will net you the max paragon points. Doing the quest, which will net you renegade points, and the quest involves you distracting Vargas when he does his tell, and having good charm or intimidate will be helpful in the quest.
This one awaits your return.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
talked to the Turian called Lorek, and he will help you with getting a garage pass. First, he wants you to go to his old workplace, Synthetic Insights, and find evidence that proves he's being framed. If you have hacking skills, you can go up to the floor above and deactivate security drones. Then head down the elevator and go to Synthetic Insights. Fight the mercenaries and get the evidence from the computer, and then on the way out, you will have more fighting, and then Parcina will show up and ask you to speak to her in the hotel before you speak to Lorik.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
We're in the middle of a fight. Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
These people will smile to your face while they stab you in the back.
I don't.
Return to the hotel and speak to Barsini first, and she will reveal herself to be Internal Affairs. Then speak to Lorik. There's a few choices you can do here. You can, for renegade points, convince Lorik to testify with the evidence and use it to blackmail the administrator. You can also tell the administrator that Barsini is Internal Affairs, or you can go through the paragon route and tell Barsini that Lorik will testify and the administrator will get arrested.
Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Sergeant Sterling was killed. When we get the one responsible, we'll take turns guarding him.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport.
Once you get the garage pass, you can leave to go to Peak 15. There is a safe to loot in the administrator's office. Then go towards Synthetic Insights and go right and enter the garage, where you will face some Geth.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Annaleus. And the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Annaleus had shut down SI. Looks like he was trying to blackmail him. It happens often enough. He got caught this time, though. Looks like the executive board is going to feed him to the Nathak.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Once the Geth are defeated, you can enter the Mako and start a very long drive to the linear path to Peak 15. Along the way, defeating any Geth that gets in your way. In the entrance to Peak 15 there is a lot of geth to take care of, and your next objective is to fix Peak 15 to access Rift Station. Here you will face the Rachni for the first time, ancient insect creatures. Their attacks will bypass shields and poison you. Biotic powers are good at taking them out, and also long range as well, as Rachni attack with melee attacks. Once you have taken out the geth, go up the stairs and through the doors and continue on the linear path. You will eventually get attacked by the Rachni. Like husks, there can be a lot of them at a time, and they can come from under the floor as well. Go up the lift at the other end, and then you'll have to repair Peak 15.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back online. Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
What were those?
Damned if I know, but someone on this mountain does.
Head forward to the main computer system where you have to solve a puzzle, which is a classic tower of Hanoi, where you have to move all the blocks to the right hand side, and you can't stack big ones on top of small ones. You can skip the puzzle if you got 100 Omnigel. The puzzle solution is shown on the screen.
Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
You have to repair 2 sections to move on after talking to the VI. Head to the door behind you and up the elevator. Kill the Rachni, then activate the console that's to the left of the VI to connect the landlines.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Head back down and go past the main VI. Head to the first door on the left and head up the elevator. You will have some geth to take out, then fix the fuel lines that are in the middle.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert.
Head back down and go in the room with multiple doors. Head to the door straight opposite with the tramcar symbol, Burn all the Rachni that's in the corridor near you. Not all of them will die. Then go through that corridor and take the tram to the Rift Station.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable. Very well, Commander. Logging you out. Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Your next objective is to access the restricted labs. If you're a renegade, it's as easy as breaking in and making everybody hostile. Or you do the paragon way, and do it lawfully. Go through the doors that have the symbols for beds, and meet up with the captain that's in charge, and then you will face some more Rachni.
Stand down.
Head through the door to the left of the captain. You will come across a room with the rest of the survivors. The Elcor sell stuff and you can buy a license. Head to the medical bay, talk to Dr. Cohen, and he will help you gain access to the restricted labs if you help him with a cure that's inflicted his patients. Head back to the captain to get his permission to do so.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
Head back to the area where you have the other survivors and enter the first door on the left to reach the quarantine labs and talk to the people there for more information. Head up the small stairs next to the Volus and the guard will let you through. Then in the room, go to the console at the other end to mix the cure. Press the button that's highlighted in between the two triangle points, and when you have successfully done it, you will be in a tight combat room with a Nasari commander and some Geth. Use abilities that disrupt enemies like Singularity and Stasis if you can. Head back to the doctor to give him the cure, and then head back to the quarantine lab where the Volus is, and go through to the door at the top left to enter the maintenance area. Follow it through, and you will come face to face with Matriarch Benezia. The Matriarch will have a force field so you can't harm her. You will face waves of Asari commandos and Geth. Each time you defeat a wave, you will weaken the matriarch. You will get a cutscene and some dialogue after you defeated the waves, and then you have to defeat the matriarch. She has powerful biotic abilities. After you defeat her, you have a major decision to make. Save or kill the Rachni Queen. Saving the Rachni will give you good assets in Mass Effect 3 and some extra dialogue scene in Mass Effect 2. Whatever the decision, the Council doesn't like it.
Give us the chance to compose anew? We will.
Exit through the door and you will see the tram. Optionally, you can purge the rest of the Rachni. This does not net you renegade points, as they are mindless drones anyway. You will see the enemies on the radar. Head through the right hand side door, then the Hot Labs door to the left. Speak to the human and he will tell you how to purge the Hot Labs. Once he's killed, pick up the codes from his body. Head forward and talk to the VI to begin the purge sequence, and you will have 2 minutes to escape the Hot Labs. The room behind the VI is filled with Rachni. You can kill all the Rachni if you want for some XP, or thin them out a bit and then run right through them. Having immunity will prove handy. Exit through the tram and you will be brought back to the Normandy. You will have a meeting with your crew and the option to talk to the council. All your party members will have new dialogue and more information. You can get the side quest from Rex and Garrus at this point in the game. Talking to Garrus about CSEC and offer to hear his story and learn about the doctor that harvests organs and offer to help. And ask Rex a personal inquiry and listen to him talking about his family armor and offer to help, and you can continue with the character you will want to romance. When you access the galaxy map, you will get a message that the council wants to speak to you, and you go to the communication room and the council will tell you another main quest planet you can go, which is Vermeer. Head to the Citadel. You will also get another communication about a side quest called Besieged Base, if you have an 80% paragon rating. Or if you're 80% renegade, you will get a side quest called the Negotiation.
So long, Rex.
Hand in the side quest that you have completed, go to the embassies and go to the bar to speak to Nassana. You can get an Asari mod license if you choose to charm or intimidate to get her to pay more. Nassana has a role in Mass Effect 2.
That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture...
From the animals.
The other two side quests can be handed in the Citadel Tower, Admiral Kahuko to the left and Gareth towards the exit. The second part of the fan quest line is available. Go to where you first met Conrad at the markets. You can choose to do as he asks for a photograph, or you can tell him to get lost. If you tell him to get lost, he will be killed by Turians. The same happens if you tell him to get lost on the third interaction. Conrad turns up in Mass Effect 2 and 3 if he survives both games. Down below in the markets, Morlin has a Geth license to buy, and then head back to the Normandy.
Remember me?
You will see.
If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, where there are more Mass Effect and RPG videos. Also, I cover retro games and other new game releases. Thanks for watching.